trading in some not so legal goods. So, flour, for instance. So we started doing that. And one day, they're in the port over here where your cruise ships docked up. And they're in having a drink. One of their friends comes by and warns us, hey, Coast Guard, heard the Coast Guard is going to board your ship tomorrow. So they go right back to the ship, clean it out, take everything, and disappear. It's gone. The next day, Coast Guard comes, boards the ship, nothing on it. So they just leave it there. Over years, it sits and sits. Finally, they start braking on it, the bilge pumps break, and it just sinks right there at the dock. Now, dive companies loved it because they could do a shipwreck dive without even having to get on a boat. Step off the dock, and there it is. Over time, as cruise ships are getting bigger and bigger coming into the port, eventually the Coast Guard decided that it was a navigational hazard, that it had to go. And they wanted to just blow it up. Well, divers didn't want that. They wanted to keep it, and they wanted to take it somewhere. So they actually held the first underwater protest, yeah, basically. They had a diver on that ship 24/7 for 2 weeks. Wow. And as luck would have it, I would say, a small cruise ship that come into port was docked up and caught fire. Well, the GI Fire Department did such a good job putting it out that it sank. The cruise ship company decided that was, too much money sitting on the bottom to just leave it there. So they, brought things in and salvaged it, brought it up, and thank you for the divers helping them getting it up and everything. The divers worked with them, and they brought the Cartanza up as well. Set it down out here in about 120 feet of water. It's a little bit deep, but it's still diveable. Well, 1989, Hurricane Hugo came through, picked it up, tossed it up on the beach over here, and left it there. And it sat there until 1995. Maryland. Hurricane Maryland came through. It was like St Thomas' personal hurricane. Tropical storm before, tropical storm after hurricane while it was here. It picked it up, broke it in 3 pieces, tossed it out here in about 50 feet of water, which is where it sits today. So you'll see it's in 3 separate chunks. We're going to check all 3 of them out. So it's about 50 to 55 feet of water. It's the deepest. It is, an old metal ship that's been torn apart. There's still some sharp pieces all around it, so be careful of that. On the biggest chunk, it's the second one that we usually visit, you see 2 big engine blocks in there, which is actually really cool. And on one end of it, there's 2 holes that kind of go inside the wreck. Please do not go inside of there. And the Coast Guard's actually come out and deemed those as not safe. One of them, the roof is already caving in. The other one's being held up by a thin little wire. Don't go in there. Otherwise, check it out. There's a lot of really cool stuff. For instance, you'll notice parts of the wreck like somebody came through with a paintball gun and purple paintballs and just shot the side of it. Big purple splotches. That is the Sergeant Major fish. That's their nest. That's where they lay their eggs. Those spots on the side of the ship. So you'll see the males will be kind of blue, with vertical black stripes. They'll be chilling right next to it. If you come more close to it, they'll dart at you. When you're about that big. They can't hurt you. They don't have any teeth to speak of. But they'll come like darting at you to try to scare you away. They're just protecting their eggs. So also with that, be mindful of what your fins are doing. Because one kick can knock off thousands of eggs. You're not careful. Anything, Dad?
That sounds, good story.
Right, same as last time, my group, and that side, Max and Jessica on this side. With this one, we're going to be diving the same wreck, but we're going to go in opposite directions. So just try and pay attention to which group you're with and don't get crossed up. You don't want to leave me.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, pull open.
What's the name of the wreck again?
Cartanza Senora.
Cartanza Senora.